Yeah, Piyush, if you can take us back to, how did you pull off the whole Amitabh Bachchan speaking about Cadbury's safe to consume in a commercial?
I think number one is what Anil has already said. The kind of stuff they did in magical time. They brought in machines. They went in for double packaging. In fact, when Bharat and I went to meet Mr. Bachchan, we actually, and he wouldn't agree to anything unless, because his reputation is also at stake. We actually took him and showed him that what we had done. And if you remember, there's one key line in that, where it says, Cadbury वाले मेरे पास आए, मैंने उनसे कहा कि इसके बाद में मैं सो कैसे सकूंगा. Then we took them through the entire process of what we had done, and he says, आजकल मैं बड़ी चैन की नींद सोता हूँ. So, as Anil said, that we do something about it. If we had not done something about it, then it would be an ad. And it would not be an exercise. This became an exercise delivered in a nice fashion through Mr. Bachchan, but the exercise was there.